you can even see the difference in the color.
Are you sure? Give me your passport. See. My legs were super tired. I'm like, super tired.
How do you dry yourself?
You have your own towel.
Hello.
Have you been to Mexico? Have you been to Spain?
No.
Were there big differences coming from your home countries compared to yours, like the other places that you've traveled?
Yes, a lot. At least Mexico is like really open, really friendly. How you doing? You're talking in the supermarket, and maybe you can finish in a wedding of the stranger. We're like really open, and we talk to everyone. And here I've been traveling in Asia, and they're like so close. They don't hug. That's the worst thing. They don't hug.
But you know, it happens also for me. But me, when I go around Europe, they don't have that style.
Yeah.
So even in Europe, it feels lonely. To a German, and it's like, no. In general, like Northern, Central Europe, if it's an Italian, maybe they don't do it that much, but it's more like friendly Italians. But if you, like outside Italy and Spain, all Europe is like cold. Like,
Because they're very like, you know?
German guys, in the comments.
No, but I mean, they are very friendly, but they are very different in character.
Because they seem like very emotionless, but they're very funny. I would think that makes your communities very, very tight, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I know we have Coke in America, and I know that I've heard of Mexican cola.
Okay, it's because Mexican Coca-Cola, it's not the same as you guys. We don't make the sugar like the
chemicals.
normal with the chemicals. We make it with the caña, with sugar cane, and actually it tastes better.
I agree with this.
We send it to USA, and even though it's in a higher price,
I've never tried Mexican Coca-Cola.
It's really good.
it's amazing.
Some Mexican restaurants here occasionally have it.
Really?
But for example, also the Coca-Cola that I eat with glass tastes different. We're the best, and with the tacos, when you're like, oh,
I know, not the Coca-Cola, but the Fanta in Europe is different.
So I know that soda is internationally because Coke owns Fanta as well. Like, so Atlanta is the home. So we have the world of Coke. So you can actually go in there and you can try they changed the formula for every single country.
Ooh.
Like I've tried all the Cokes around the world.
Fanta, we use real juice. So you can even see the difference in the color. The American Fanta is like fosforito.
neon.
Neon, yeah, it's neon.
Yeah.
It looks horrible.
In some countries, that color, it's banned. They can't use it for drinking because it's...
Do you guys drink a lot of like sodas or Coca-Cola in your countries?
All Mexico, we drink like Coca-Cola. If you're going to a family, you will see Coca-Cola in everything. Even though if it's studio and they put like a water and a Coca-Cola, they take the Coca-Cola, most of the Mexicans. And even though the people that work in constructions, the breakfast is a Coca-Cola.
You know, it sounds crazy. Is it cheaper compared to the cost of, say, like bottled water?
No, it's more expensive, the Coca-Cola, but everyone prefers the Coca-Cola. And because it tastes better with a taco. The younger generations are the ones that are getting fat. The government was kind of worried. They put more taxes to the junk food so we can prevent of getting fat.
Is there a big price difference?
If I go to Walmart, I can buy like a bottle of water for 11 pesos and the Coca-Cola is 17.
Okay, that's a big difference. Do you guys eat a lot of spicy foods?
I think that's a big difference.
Yeah.
Because in Spain, we don't. We have some dishes that has like a little bit of like chili pepper. Yeah, but usually you remove it from the food, like just to give it a little bit of spice, but usually it's not spicy at all. It's very salty, but not spicy at all. Like you have the chorizo, maybe it's the spiciest one, but yeah.
Wow.
But in Spain, I go to a Mexican restaurant or a Korean restaurant, like yeah, level all the spice. Yeah, sure, get to me. Because it's even so mild.
And then for you, I know you've got a...
We have even a different kind of chilies
Yeah.
for making a lot of salsas. And for example, it's a taco and you put salsa. That's like flautas, you put salsa. It's pozole, you put salsa. In everything you put salsa or chili. I don't know, my grandma was cooking and she made the salsa and it was really spicy. It's because she was angry.
Oh.
Because she was angry and that was the salsa is super like spicy.
What's the difference between, do you feel like Korean food is different spice from Mexican food? Because I feel like it's a little different, right?
Like Mexican spice comes with flavor and Korean spice, it's like just spice.
That's true. It's just like, suffer for suffering.
That's why you say it like, and this one you're almost crying Korean, you're like, It's too spicy.
It's a different type.
Morita, they're like so spicy. They were tiny and so spicy. Yeah, and even though like in Mexico they put like the chiles here and people take it and just bite it.
In America too, we see a lot of like roasted habanero and like mango salsas, so that it's still very hot because it's a habanero, but if they're roasted, they're a lot less.
I think you probably tried more than me.
We do, I grew up in California, so we do eat a lot of Mexican food.
Actually, yeah, it's really important the spicy. And even though they can say like, you are less Mexican if you don't eat the spicy. And if someone does, it's like, are you Mexican? Are you sure? Give me your passport.
There's actually Mexican people that ask without salsa.
Yeah. All around Mexico, you can say like, it's with salsa.
Yeah.
What is albur?
Okay, that's albur. It's something that laugh ourselves, so we can laugh about you or something that you say because it's like double meaning.
I never heard
I've
that
never
word
heard
in
of
my
it.
life.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Spanish of Spain, you say coger. Okay? For example, that's why every time that you say coger, I'm laughing so much. It's grab something.
Yeah, it's to grab, and in Latin America it's to...
Okay, yeah.
But what albur means?
So like what situation would you use it in?
Melanie Melanis, like a game with words. And when you say like certain words in specific, it can be like related to this action, this cardio. That's why we make a lot of things. It's like, oh, we work out and then my legs were super tired. I'm like, super tired.
Oh, really?
And we do a lot of jokes about double meaning.
Doesn't exist in Spain at all.
It's like humor because we tend to laugh with a lot of people. For example, if I ask to a person that likes the gym, it's like, and do you like cardio? Or no, I don't like it. Yeah, you look like a person that you don't like cardio.
Nothing like that for you guys?
No.
Siesta. Do you guys have, I assume you guys have. No?
I mean, depends.
What is that?
In the big cities, like in Spain, Barcelona, like very touristic, it's very global. So we don't have that. I feel like in the more like countryside or more like villages, they do regularly do it. Or even schools, like you have the lunch break, 1 to 3. Yeah. You go out of school and you go home and you eat and you do siesta and you go back to school. And even like shops outside the main city, they close even from 1 to 5.
You guys don't?
No.
Because my partner spent like the better part of a year in a small part of Mexico, and he said that they all did siesta from 1 to 3.
No. That's for eating. They close the shops for eating.
For eating though, not
For
the
eating,
napping
not like
part.
napping.
Okay.
It's like-
Older people really do siesta, but in the main city, like young people that are studying or like people that live in the city or work or whatever, we don't do it. It's not like cultural, like everyone do it. So I was working in a shop, like in a very commercial shop in the center of Barcelona, and there were tourists saying like, oh my God, you should go, right? I'm like, why? Why should I go? Like, it's your time for siesta.
They really want you to take a break. Yeah.
We work too. I mean, we work hard too.
So nowadays, are your siestas like that 1 to 3 p.m. break? Nowadays, people are more, especially in large cities, you were saying, they're taking it just as like their meal time and like looking at their phone or like relaxing, not necessarily napping.
Yeah, but for the meals, I know that we go very different from Europe. I don't know for Mexico, but usually if it's like on vacation, it's very common to start eating at 2, 3 in the afternoon.
For example, when you were in school, when do you have your breakfast?
Our school break usually is around 11 for breakfast. We do like 1 to 3 break. So we eat around 2 and then we finish at 5 and then we do like a quick snack and then we dinner around 9 or 10.
That's really late.
And it's like depends of the school, it will be like at 10 or 11 most of the time.
For us, I think it's like, so we start like, again, because of bus schedules, because usually the middle school, elementary, and high school they're separate, but they're very close. So it's the same buses and same drivers.
We don't have buses in Spain.
It's very American. We have big yellow buses.
That's American.
Depends on the school and depends on the size of the school. So you might have like an 11 lunch or like 11:30, 11:45, and I eat just like 11 whenever I get home.
For me, it's surprising, like the stuff that closes like at 9. Restaurants for dinner in Spain, they usually open at 8, 8:30.
It's really different. Okay, now I'm curious. What do you have for breakfast?
For breakfast, we usually eat like cereal, small like sandwich or a pastry.
We have eggs, tortilla, we have...
It's like a meal.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
of.
don't.
Like if you are like late to school, you eat a tamal. Like that is...
It's like salty.
it can be sweet, can be.
Puente? Okay,
bridge.
puente can be a bridge, like a physical bridge, or a vacation bridge.
If it's, for example, the national holiday and people don't go on Friday, so it's a puente.
It's like,
So like
a
a long
long
weekend.
Like a long weekend.
Yeah.
Like a 3-day weekend or
Yeah. Sometimes when it's like a holiday on Thursday, you take the Monday off. This is the puente. Because I don't have to go on Thursday, I don't have to go on Monday, so you took like puente.
Yeah, even our government said like, okay, the national holiday is going to be on Tuesday. Everyone is going to take it Monday.
Yeah,
First
Monday
time
and
we can say,
Tuesday.
like, no, only Monday.
Oh, only Monday.
Because Tuesday is holiday.
No, Tuesday we work.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
We already
yeah.
take the holiday.
oh no, we like extend it.
Oh yeah, we'd extend it too. So it would be like if it's on a Tuesday, then you get Monday and Tuesday.
exactly.
Or if it's on a Thursday, it's like Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
We don't. It depends a lot. It's every president changes in Mexico. I remember when it was like you get everything, and sometimes they just move it, and that day you work or something like that. It depends a lot on the president and how like the laws are coming.
Are you guys bidet or toilet paper? What's normal in your countries? What's your preference?
We don't have the right one.
You don't have bidet?
No.
You don't have bidet in States?
It depends on the family because we have a lot of like Europeans in the States and we have also like a lot of Middle Eastern people or like Indian people and Southeast Asian people who don't necessarily use a bidet, but they'll have like a water. It looks like a gardening can. You do it similar to that and you would hold that in one hand
you
and like
tried
wipe.
it?
That one, I've done something similar because I go to Thailand a lot and they have a hose. It's not part of the,
Like
it's not like on the
Morocco.
toilet, but it will like, it's so high powered. It's really like kind of scary sometimes.
In that point, I will going to make you albur.
Some people like the bidet, but in public places you would see just like a toilet with toilet paper.
Yeah, in Spain, in public places, you don't have a bidet, but I feel like it's the standard for every house.
Do your bidets normally also have an air function? Because the one that I have one here, and it also has air so that I can dry myself. How do you dry yourself?
For my house, you have like the toilet, the bidet next to it, that I mainly use to wash my feet, not my private part.
Oh, so you would use the toilet first and then sit on the bidet to clean.
Yeah, of course.
We do things in the bidet
Oh,
because
really?
it's like an attachment that goes onto your toilet. So like you sit on the toilet and then you like press your buttons and sometimes it sings to you.
Like the Japanese toilet?
Like the
Yeah.
Japanese. What if you go to like with someone's house and
No, you don't use it in other houses. The bidet.
Okay. You use toilet paper.
In Spain, you have it, but it's not like used every time. Like you use it occasionally. Like if you have your period. I don't know. I don't use it regularly. Yeah.
this is
You have your own towel.
You guys don't.
No.
You guys are like for...
True, we just got the toilet paper and that's it.
It's, you might have it in your home, but you wouldn't really see it that often. And it's not going to come with your house. It's never like
Oh, in
that.
Spain it comes with the house.
No, we don't have those kind of things.
You should
That's
try
weird.
it.
That's weird. That's weird. With the towel?
Like when you're in your period, it's comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, guys. Okay, so this is a thing. I know people talk about this in America. We have, if you're in a public bathroom, you know, like there's the door in front of you. And a lot of times in America, there's a very big gap between like the door bottom and the ground. Yeah, I think it's so you can see someone's using.
But it's uncomfortable, no? You can, if you have like your panties down, like people can see.
This view that we're looking at, you don't really, this is like from the floor. No one sat on the floor looking up at you.
Yeah.
So like usually if it's like you're trying to check if someone's there, it's like you can just peek down and you can just see their shoes.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not working. Yeah, sometimes it's not working. But for example, in Mexico, it's really funny. That part, Mexico is really dangerous. So when a mom go with the bathroom with their daughter, we put our feet in that gap so our mom can see that we are still there.
So you guys have the gap too, just different reason.
Yeah, I don't know what's the main reason, but we use it that way, and it's really, really common.
And you guys don't have the gap.
Zero gap.
Now, another fun thing that we have is when the door closes on the side, sometimes
it's-
there's a gap there
Yeah,
too.
also.
Oh,
And that's just poor planning, I think.
Yeah,
But
also-
you guys don't have that.
no.
Oh my God, I hate this.
Oh, tip.
Oh, tipping culture. I've heard sometimes now in America that some of the Walmart kiosks, like the self-checkout, even
They
have like a
even?
tip option. And I'm like,
Oh
who am
my
I tipping
God.
myself? Do I get a discount? So how do you guys, the tipping thing?
Always.
You tip?
At least 10%.
Is it the same thing where those kinds of jobs are also paid a lot of times below minimum wage because the tips account for a lot of their...
Yeah, actually, because technically the tips is for the extra, and sometimes you put like at least it's always 10%. 15 if the service was really good and it was amazing, you put the 20.
For us too, in a lot of waitress and waitering jobs, it depends on the state. We have state government, right?
okay,
but
but
they get paid
why
less than minimum wage because they know that they're going to get tips. And some of those restaurants, like you'll get a lot of tips. But it is the restaurant owners making the customers pay for it instead of like paying their employees what they should.
Yeah, I was thinking, but why they pay minimum wage? It's not making people more poor because they have to tip. Everyone has to tip, even if you're not.
They could incorporate it into the pricing of the restaurant too.
Most of Mexicans and everything, we already grow up with this culture that you need to tip at least a 10%. And always it's like, okay, we're going to split the check. Okay, let's split also the tip.
My question is, do you only tip in restaurants or it's common to you to tip in like other kind of shops? I work in a in a clothing store in Spain, and I love to attend Americans because they usually, I'm nice and they were like, oh yeah, you keep it, and they will tip me, and I was like, oh thank you.
But I've heard that that's getting like much more common. And many Americans are not sure why that's become a thing, because they're still getting the same pay that they were getting before. Although there are certain places, like say you go to a really nice hotel, like a 5-star hotel, they have bathroom attendants who like stand there with a little, like they'll pass you your toilet, you tip them.
Oh really?
Yeah, but you bring cash for them. And it's like the standard because they're providing a service for you.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad told me a story. He's once spent like an hour in the bathroom talking to this guy because he didn't realize that it was like his job. And he just thought he was super helpful and nice.
Yeah, they also, you put a tip if for the lady that is in the bathroom.
Yeah, but it's not common that you see them.
We in Spain, we don't tip. We tip because we want. Or usually you just like, oh, I have extra money, like extra, like little, like
I don't want my change back.
Yeah, exactly, and you give it back. But usually it's not like a percentage, it's just to be nice. It was interesting because it feels like very 3 different cultures.
I think we definitely learned some very like prominent differences that we might not have thought of before.
We are more similar, but there seems where you are more similar. Yeah.
Maybe because we're closer. That's because we're closer. But I was laughing so much with you with the video there. So I was laughing so much. For me, it was so weird.
Yeah, that there's things that we have more common.
And also like this cool how you eat, guys. Like
Yeah, even like the timing of meals, it's very different.
really shocking, actually.
Yeah.
Today we talk about difference between 3 countries.
If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and comment down below if you've got any similarities to your country.
We will see you next time.
Bye!